What's up, YouTube? It's me, Schmmo, and I'm back after a little while. Had been dealing with some stuff, which we'll go into detail some other point. But you are here for one thing and one thing only. You want a manga review, right? Well, I'm going to recommend something new to you. Sakamoto Days. Now, we're going to do something like we always do. We'll do a quick overview. We'll go into detail, with spoilers, talk, about the first volume in depth. And then we'll talk about the art, which I'll put time codes and all that stuff here. But let's just jump right into it. Taro Sakamoto was a legendary hitman considered to be the greatest of all time. Bad guys feared him, assassins revered him. But one day, he just straight up quit. He got married, pretty much, and had a child. He's now living a quiet life as an owner of a neighborhood store, a convenience store. But how long can Sakamoto enjoy his days of retirement before his past catches up to him? Time has passed peacefully for Sakamoto since he left the underworld. He's running a neighborhood store with his lovely wife and child and has gotten a bit out of shape, to say the least. But one day, a figure of his past pays him a visit with an offer he can't refuse. Return to the world of assassins or die. This book is a beautiful blend of comedy, action, and slice of life. The slice of life part comes in with him dealing day-to-day operations with the store and interacting with the community. And then the obvious stuff is the action is with dealing with the assassins, and comedy comes in mixed in between. I will say the action scenes are very detailed to a point. They do a nice blend and perfect combination of comedy, slapstick comedy, to the action, and mixing it all in between while carrying the serious undertone when need be, and also applying the comedy and a nice cute slice of life relaxation kind of tone that it can give off. You're going to see a multitude of characters from his past as well as new ones. You're going to have a guy named Shin come back in, and he was tasked with killing him but couldn't do it because he was his world idol back in the day. And then you come across Li Zhao, I think that's how Lu Zhao here. She's a former triad, and well, her parents got killed, so she's got to get revenge. Then you got the wife and the child that come in from different places. It's a nice blend and nice wholesome thing. Now I'm about to go into the more detailed part of it and talk in greater detail. So if you want to avoid this part, let's get to the art and all the wrap up. Here you go. So basically, this starts off. Sakamoto's just sitting back, enjoying his time. And someone from his past showed up, named Shin. He's an esper. He can read minds. He can, he can read my mind. He can read this person's mind, that person's mind, Mr. Bean's mind, anyone's mind within I think he said 20-foot radius or so. So he's really nice and easy to pick up other people. It puts a strain on him. It goes further into detail in one of the later chapters in the first volume. But he shows up with the task of giving Sakamoto a chance of saying, hey, come back. There's a hit out on you. You should come back. We miss you, kind of thing. And he's like, no. I'm good where I'm at. I'm married. I'm happy. I'm staying here. Well, Shin was tasked with, if he couldn't bring him back, go kill him. Shin couldn't do it. He looks up to the man and he wants him to live a happy life. So fast forward to a warehouse, and he's basically on his knees like, you can take my life and just let Sakamoto live. We'll be good. And well, the mob boss was like, yeah, sure, kid. And then he read his mind and found out, oh yeah, he's lying to me, and then pursues a gunfight. Well, Shin takes out a couple of them, but then he's about to get killed himself. That's when Sakamoto comes in and is like, I'm gonna save you. So he kills a bunch of people in a flash of an eye and saves Shin's life, and basically offers Shin a way out. Come work for me. You'll get paid like $8, $8.50 an hour. You'll get guaranteed overtime and so on and so forth. But then he says, by the way, never mention this to my wife that I came and saved you. Well, it also goes over different rules that Sakamoto has developed, such as not killing, so on and so forth, for the sake of his family. So there are another couple events that I won't really spoil because they're pretty funny, take place in a town. But then fast forward with Shin and Sakamoto, they have to go to Chinatown, basically. They're like picking up pork buns. They come along, Lu Zhao. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name. I'm really sorry. If someone could just tell me how to pronounce it, that'd be fantastic. Well, she's jumping from building to building, getting her chased by people. Well, Sakamoto and Shin save her and get her away and carry her off. To find out that the mob's trying to kill her because her family was guarding his great treasure that belonged to her family and that part of the mob. And, well, they want the key, and she has the key. Long story short, Shin and Sakamoto do what they do best. Go kill the you know, the mob and help her, and where she finds the, you know, all of her treasure and everything her parents left behind, including a very nice sentimental thing of a bottle of sake her father left that said, when she gets old enough, this is what we will drink as her first drink. It's a bonding thing. It's kind of nice and touching. It made me hit my heart a little bit. Well, next thing you know, she's now working at the convenience store too. Sakamoto's got himself 2 employees by the end of this book. But the book ends on, basically, the underworld basically put a huge ass hit on Sakamoto, and they were gonna stay low, but they forgot. He promised his daughter they go to their version of Disneyland, but, you know, copyright says there whatever amusement parks nearby. So, it basically goes along this trail of Xiaoling and Shin are trying to protect Sakamoto and the family, and it's pretty hilarious. Because there's got people coming out of nowhere. One's like called the cleaner, and he's like dressed up as a janitor, but he's like really crappy at his job. One's the pizza guy, is his thing, and he comes in as a pizza guy delivering pizza to Sakamoto. Like, they do pretty fun stuff with the assassins. And overall, I'd say if you want a nice new shonen besides Spy Family, I'd say pick this up. This is a sleeper. I haven't heard many people talk about this. I would highly recommend you get into it. But now we're going into the art, which, as you can see, they're very good with it. Let me pull up some of the fight scenes here. For example, bloody. It'll get bloody no matter what. It will do and take care of things like they're supposed to. Overall, the art is, well, I won't say it reminds me of Asumi Poon Poon. There's another series it reminds me of, but it's very detailed to the point of, like, it'll get the gritty people across. Like, oh yeah, these are the bad guys. Like, they get the sleaziness done down to a pact. And then you got Sakamoto here, Mr. He's like 30, by the way, and he looks like this. So that's how he lets himself go. And then at one point he fights so much that he gets really thin. Yeah, he ends up at one scene, he can revert back to how he's supposed to look, and then literally 2 pages later, he's back to his fat, normal jolly self. Like, I find that hilarious, but they're able to get across the point of, yeah, he worked out so much, you burned thousands of calories, pounds off of him. He's moving this fast, he's moving this precise, doing all these good and precise movements, even though he's overweight and retired. He has not lost his edge. And they get that across perfectly with this art. The background art is something else that I would like to point out. For example, in this fridge right here, you get detail on every little bit of the vegetables and stuff that come out of it. Even on the crabs, there's little details. There's a glass container coming out of it with different vegetables, potatoes, and all that stuff. You can make it out precise. Back here, like up here, you can make out the rebars. You can make out the hole and how rough it is. It's not just, not just a cutout thing with I've seen in a couple mangas where they just leave it cut out. They go into detail about everything in the background as well, which also helps portray the story better. So, if you're looking up for another manga, pick up Sakamoto. It's a great shonen, action, whatever you want to go. It is being produced in Shonen Jump overseas, because it's got the nice little tab right there. Ooh, going up the string. A nice little thing right there. So, it probably will get a show eventually, and if it does, I'm waiting for it. I really recommend it. I can do more. I'm about to upload some of the TikTok manga reviews I've done, and put them on here, just as a quick little snap. I know I did Restaurant to Another World and Spy Family, did some other stuff, but I got more manga reviews coming away. Right now, we're going to stay at least the schedule of 1 video a week, minimum. It's probably going to be on Fridays. It's probably where I'm going to stick it. But besides that, more will come out eventually, but I'm going to try and stick to at least 1 video a week on Friday. Just got a lot of stuff going on. But until next time, guys, I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.